One of the greatest authors of all time. His name is Leo Tolstoy. Literally says it on the Wikipedia, by the way, and maybe you can decide for yourself if he really is the greatest author of all time. Regardless, he studied the 19th century American abolitionist in America. And not many people may know this about him, but he was a Christian, non-resistant anarchist. And this is somebody who wrote so many different texts, and he was in touch with these abolitionists in America who were also anarchists. And historians don't talk about this. In fact, they were called non-governmentists because they didn't have the word anarchist. That was like literally just being invented then in the 1840s. And Mahatma Gandhi grew up on Tolstoy's farm, which is named after Tolstoy, which is how he learned a lot about civil disobedience, which eventually reached people like Martin Luther King Jr. Do you know what a lot of these figures also read? They read the text from Etienne de la Boétie in the 1500s, in his text, A Discourse on Voluntary Servitude. So you probably don't know that there's a historical connection between Gandhi, Tolstoy, and the American abolitionist, and Martin Luther King Jr., and some guy in France who wrote a text when he was like 18 years old. But this is some powerful history because all this lines up to recognizing that the government is actually illegitimate and immoral by its nature. And this is why they did what they did and promoted what they promoted. The abolitionists called it moral suasion. Because if people are to act, they are to do so as they see necessary in their own life, given what they know. And if they know that they can bring order to a world of chaos simply by teaching the world what they need to know in order to act, rather than telling people what they need to act or in a certain way, they can actually provide freedom to people and show them the better way in action. And so stay tuned, because I'm doing a whole series on my channel talking about the nature of true freedom and what is slavery, so we can understand what is freedom.